So, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the chapter How Daddy Played Ping Pong. This was the chapter, and as we have completed our chapter, and today we'll discuss about the question answer and the exercises what this chapter include. Okay, so here is the first exercise question reading one. Okay, so this was also included in your assignment, and we'll discuss it here. First one, on the basis of your understanding of the text, take the most appropriate option. A. This story is about. What do you think this story is about? Students and their obsession. Okay? This story is about students and their obsession. B. The writer writes about daddy's childhood. His tone in the story is angry, mocking, humorous, yeah, didactic. It was didactic. Question number C. The message of the story is first one, we must work hard and do well in academics. We must listen to our elders as they know what is best for us. We realize our parents' concern when we become parents, or we realize the value of sports only when we grow up. The second one, we must listen to our elders as they know what is best for us. Second is the correct option. Okay. So we are here with the second question, that is answer the following question. A. How did daddy's view on ping pong change? What brought about this change? Means when he started playing ping pong game, his view changed for the game, and this was brought because one of his friend, right? B. I said one bright day, but little daddy's parent considered it to be one of the darkest days of their lives. Why was the daddy considered bright day for little daddy and dark for his parents? The day was considered bright for little daddy because he got keen interest toward the game and getting better and better day by day. But it was dark for his parent because his son started losing interest toward studies, and also he played hooky. Yeah, because of that, it was the darkest, means dark for his parents, but it was the bright day for the daddy because he started taking keen interest toward the game. See, what did daddy lose because of his obsession, and what did he gain? According to you, means because of his obsession, what he lost? Because of his obsession, he lost his interest in studies and scored less mark in semester, and later he missed his term also. And as he concentrated on his game, he began playing better and better and got the chance to participate in the tournament. This was his gain. So daddy lost means because of his obsession, he lost his studies. He lost his interest in studies, and because of daddy's obsession, he gained means he got the chance to participate in tournament. How did the teacher try to help daddy? Why did she not succeed at first? As his teacher always tried to explain him that there's a limit and there's a time for everything, she was not succeed because whenever she wrote a letter to daddy's parent, he always tried, means he always used to tear that, and the letter was not able to reach up to his parents, so she was not succeeded. What doctor, sorry, question number E is what doctor did the parents take daddy to? This question is foul. We'll see the second part of this question. What did the doctor first presume was wrong with daddy? What was the means doctor's first presume was wrong with the daddy? He thought that he was not means able His presume was that the daddy is suffering from headaches in morning or in evening, getting fits, being unconscious. He may not like his school. Maybe he would have a girl whom he liked better than the rest. So this was the presume of the doctor. But later he realized that he is totally sane about the game. F. How did the doctor help daddy? So the doctor helped him by telling him that I'll talk to your parent to let you play the game, but instead of that, you must have to make a promise that you will be back to the school by in September. Right? So we'll now go through the next exercise, that is reading 2. Fill in the boxes below to complete the summary of the chapter. Okay? So here is the summary of the chapter that you have to complete it. Ping pong was invented, but daddy was not interested towards the game, right? However, once daddy learnt it and he started to take a keen interest toward the game ping pong, the teacher was worried, means as he took his total interest, that he was not able to means come out of that. And the teacher started worrying about him that if the things will continue like this, he won't be able to score good marks in his studies and all. However, the parent did not discover it for a while, because daddy, whenever the teacher used to send letters to daddy's parents, he was like, he take that letters out of the mailbox and used to tear it. The parent discovered only when the teacher came to the house and told all the incidents what happened. And later daddy's parent came to know about daddy's behavior. The parents took daddy to the doctor, who was not an ordinary doctor. He was the doctor who usually treats the crazy people. The doctor could help daddy because because he conveyed daddy's point of view to daddy's parent, and letting him play. And he also get the chance to play the tournament, where he didn't win the tournament, but he got the second place in the tournament. H. Daddy realized the agony his parents had gone through when he realized that his daughter also obsessed. She was not obsessed, but she liked to play ping pong game, and later on she was the champion of the school. So second one is, do you think grandpa and grandma were justified in worrying for daddy? Why or why not? Yes, they were worried, means they were justified in worrying for daddy, because they are the eldest one and they have experienced the life. So according to them, their children's studies is the first priority than any other thing, because they know because of their study they can reach wherever they want, even in the sport also. But if you will give up your studies and will concentrate it to the game, you won't be able to understand the basic things, right? So grandpa and grandma were justified in worrying for daddy. Third, which part of the story did you enjoy the most? Give reason to support your answer. This you have to answer it. Which part of the story you like the most? Though fourth question number 4, though worded humorously, the story conveys a very important and a serious message. This story is means this what is it? What means the story is conveying a message. What is that? It is a message of that being obsessed with a thing be can be harmful for our life, means can be harmful decision, right? It can harm our life also, situations, and many more things. So being obsessed with a thing is very problematic thing. Do you like the way it is conveyed, or would you like it better if it was written in a sombre tone? Sombre tone means extremely serious, means instead of this story, it would have taken much more, means the story should be in the more serious way. Do you like the way for conveying the message from this story, or it should be the more intense one? This you have to answer it. Okay, now second top. So our next topic is homophones, right? What is this homophones? A homophone is a word that is pronounced the same as another word but has a different meaning. Means homophone is a word which has the means we can pronunciate it similarly. It can be pronunciated, but their meaning is totally different from each other. As I have given, for example, you can see they are like we are pronunciating it in the same way, same it has the same sound also, but while seeing its spelling we can differentiate the meaning also, right? As the complete this conversation with the correct choice of the words in the bracket, means here some of the homophones of the word given here, and from this you have to select the correct one and you have to fill in the blanks. Okay, as I have given this in your assignment too, so you have to complete it your own. Next one is homonyms. What is this homonyms? Homonyms are words that have the same spelling and same pronunciation but different meaning. Means they have the same pronunciation, they will have the same spelling too, but they have the different meaning. For example, you can see here Mukta was lying to me, and the next one is my books are lying on the table. Both in both you can see they have the same spelling of lying, they have the same pronunciation also, but where they in first sentence lying is used, Mukta was lying, it means she is telling a lie, and the second sentences you can see my book are lying on the table, it means it is placed on the table. Okay, here question number 2, make sentences to bring out the different meaning of the following words. Means from these given words what you are seeing, bow, close, bit, present, pen, watch. Okay, so you have to make sentences in which you are going to use this word, but in every sentences you have to use means as you know pronunciation will be the same, spelling will be the same, but they are different. When you will use this word it should be it should have different meaning. Okay, so you have to make some sentences using with these words. Next one is grammar. In grammar, revision of parts of speech. As you know that in parts of speech, what are the parts of speech? Means what are the types of parts of speech? They are noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. Right? Through this you have, what you have to do is to read the poem. Okay, here one poem is given, I like little kitty, by Jane Taylor, and answer the question that follow. Okay, so here one poem is given, you have to read it out, and after that you have to means take out noun, you have to take out pronoun, verb, adverb, adjectives, whatever the things given here in the question. Question number A, identify a few adjectives. You have to find out the adjective from the poem, you have to find out pronoun, you have to find 5 verbs in the poem, you have to identify 2 preposition also, and you have to pick out 2 conjunctions, and at last you have to identify one adjective that has been modified as an adverb in the poem. Okay, so if you will find adjective, it means what function do they perform. If you will find pronoun, means what noun do these refers to. And if you will find verb in the poem, you have to think of adverb to describe each of these. If you're finding preposition in the poem, you have to find preposition, you have to find conjunction also, and you have to say what they connect, means what do they connect, and mention the noun and the verb that these sentence words describe. Means whenever you are going to point out adjective that has been modified as an adverb, then you have to mention the noun and the verb that this word describe. This is already related from your uh, exercises. I hope you will do it. Complete the letter to your friend describing your new school by filling in the blanks as directed. Means you have to fill in the blanks with the bracket words. It is the direction what you have to fill in the blanks with the help of this bracket words. It is given a direction, means it will give you direction what you have to fill in the blanks. For example, I will complete 2 3 sentences. My dear dash, noun you have to fill, means you can take any of the name. My dear Tanya Jaswal, means not Tanya Jaswal, my dear Tanya. In the next blanks you have to fill a pronoun, means I had asked me to write about my new school and some of my new friends. So here it is. I dash. You have to use a verb. So I I visited this school last week, and whatever the things you have to fill here, verb, so that you have to complete this paragraph. Okay, you have to complete this letter. Direction is given in the bracket. You have to take the help of the bracket and you have to complete this letter. Okay, so our next topic is pronunciation. Syllables. Look at these words and pronounce them slowly, clearly and loudly. Okay, stroke, badly, inspector, education. When we say them slowly, they sound like this: stroke, badly, inspector, education. Each part is called a syllable. Each syllable has one vowel sound. This vowel sound are shown among in italic. Means you can see in stroke. What is there? Italic. Straw, oak. O is there in italic. Badly. What is there? Bad. A is in italic. Inspector. You can see I, E, and O is in italic. Education in E, U, A, I, O. Right? These are in italic and they are the vowel. The first word is not broken at all. Stroke. Can you say why? It is not broken because it has one vowel sound and hence only one syllable. Means if the word has only one vowel sound, okay, then it can't be breakable. But if the word have two vowel sound, okay, they can be broken, and that broken part is called the syllable. Okay, like in the first stroke you can see one vowel sound, then it is the one syllable, and in second badly you can see words are divided, then there are two vowel sound and hence we can say that two syllable is there. Okay, so like this you have to complete this. Split the words given below into their syllables. Okay, school, exercises, you have to break the words and you have to find out their syllables, means what are the vowel sound is coming out from the word. So this is all about the chapter. Now you have to complete all the exercises and go through the video properly and complete your notebook. Okay.